Hi, and welcome to the Healing Journey. My name's Chanin, and I am a licensed massage therapist, a certified Reiki master teacher, a clinical master herbalist, and a certified holistic practitioner. This is a space where we explore the mind-body connection, natural healing, and practical tools to use to help you feel more balanced, empowered, and at home in your own body. So, I thought it would be very appropriate today to talk a little bit about what it means when people say this is the year of the fire horse. February 17th was the Chinese New Year, and we see celebrations happening. We hear a lot about it on different TV shows and on the radio and on our streaming services, but do we really know what it means? So I figured we'd take a little dive into it and learn more about it, especially since we're coming out of the year of the wood snake, and we'll talk about that too. So the Chinese New Year is based on the Lunar New Year. That's why it's February, not January. It can happen anywhere between the end of January and mid-February, so that's why it's never the same day every year. It is based on a lunar cycle. It's actually called the Chinese lunisolar calendar. I don't know much about it. I just know it's more on the lunar side, so it follows the moon rather than the sun. Their years run in 12-year cycles, and each year is represented by an animal. And within that, they have the 5 elements that they work with. And those go with the animals depending on the lunar year. And they aren't just symbols, they are actually energetic themes that correspond to the year. And it actually helps people to understand that are in the culture, the Chinese culture, the Asian culture, to better understand how to utilize that year and utilize the energy that the universe is giving to the best of their ability, and to grow as much as possible and to learn if necessary. So that's kind of a general understanding of it. But I want you to think about this question as we go through all of this. Do you ever feel like certain years just feel different energetically? No 2 years feel the same, at least to me, energetically. So do you ever feel that certain years feel energetically different? All right, so last year, 2025, was the year of the wood snake. The year of the snake is all about transformation. It's about shedding the old habits, the old skin, just like a snake will shed. It's about reflecting and endings. When you add the wood element into it, it's about growth and creativity and learning. So you're shedding, but you're learning why you're shedding. You're growing and transforming. So the wood snake is all about leaving the stuff we don't need, the stuff that no longer serves us, leaving it in 2025. It's about letting go, making those hard decisions to let things go. I know personally, I have a very hard time when I feel like something should be a certain way and it's not doing it and it's not serving me and it's not making me a better person. I still feel like I'll just give it one more chance. That 2025 is the year to kind of make that decision that I really need to let that go and stop worrying about that. I need to focus and look at things and find the new perspective that will serve me better. It's a little bit of forced honesty too. You have to be honest with yourself when you're shedding these old habits and these old beliefs. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of everything. It's just those things that no longer serve you, no longer support you, no longer take you to being a better person or toward your goals. They may be stuff you do or stuff that you've done, but they're not really taking you toward any specific goal. They're just stuff you do. These are the things you may want to consider shedding. It just feels like a year where you couldn't avoid yourself anymore. And a lot of us felt that way. It was a very hard year for many of us. Lots of hard decisions, lots of hard reflections on ourselves. A lot of my clients, a lot of my friends and family, they've all said it was such a hard year, but you can't really pinpoint exactly what made it hard. It was just a hard year. And that is indicative of what the wood snake is. It's all about getting rid of that, making yourself let go, being honest with yourself so that you can make these decisions. So by doing that, we have created this wonderful new moment where the year of the horse can come in and take over. And it's really good because the horse, while it comes every 12 years, the fire horse doesn't come but every 60 years. And this is the first time since 1967 that it's been a fire horse year, which is super exciting because there's so many reasons, which we're going to talk about. So the horse itself, think about when you think of a horse, you think of running and speed and freedom and independence and their mane flowing and their tail flying. And that's the year of the horse. Think about it. If you just shed all this stuff that no longer serves you and you're running into this new year and the strength of the limbs and it's just an incredible independent freedom that you're going into that also is about growth. The other thing with the horse, though, you got to think about is horses can be stubborn. If you've ever been around a horse or you grew up with horses, they can be jerks. They can stand their ground with the best of them. So a little bit of stubborn is going to happen. A lot of hard work. Last year was hard, but that doesn't mean we did hard work. We made hard decisions. This year we're going to be working hard to reach goals, to get our growth. It's really exciting when you think about it. In Chinese culture, the horse was used for transportation. It was a very, very important animal. And it was actually one of the most important animals in their culture because it was able to transport and get things around their continent. They were considered brave because they went into wars. They were considered strong because they carried and transported things. They were also considered talented because, believe it or not, horses can think. They can. If you've never been around a horse, you don't know. But horses can hold grudges. Horses can strategize. Horses can plan. They see things. They know things. They're very talented and skillful in things that they want to do. They will also do things that they're trained to do. But they are very talented. And they are definitely independent. But when we're talking about a fire horse, so we're talking about all that stuff, we're also talking about the fiery active aspect. In Chinese zodiac, the fire horse is associated with the times of 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is, sorry if I mispronounce this, but Wu, okay, W-U. And it is all about the solar energy and the fire and the intensity of fire. And now put that with running and freedom and independence and growth. That's the year of the fire horse. It is going to be an intense, wonderful year. There's going to be lots of momentum. You're going to feel your own confidence building. You're going to be active rather than just planning. You're going to gain freedom that you didn't even know you were lacking. And the best part about fire horse years is that they are surrounded by success. It is a year of success. So all the running, the action is all bound towards success, which makes the fire horse year really cool.
Think you've seen it all? Danny Gurry keeps finding Frederick's hidden gems. Family spots mom and pops, and can't miss bites. Good Morning Frederick. Make sure to watch live at 9 a.m. every weekday on Facebook and YouTube.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
There is a part to the fire horse, though, is that if you don't accept it and don't open up yourself to it, you'll stagnate. This is not something that's just going to happen. You have to be open to it. You have to go to, you have to accept it in. You have to be willing to change and chase those goals and those dreams and the success to reach them. But if you do, this is the year you'll do it, instead of being stagnant and uncomfortable and being like, well, the fire horse year didn't do anything for me. That's on you. Fire horse year is an incredible year. It's an incredible coming together of different energies that can lead to success. But again, you have to want it. You have to go for it. You have to accept it. The universe never hands you anything. They hand you the tools. The universe will hand you the tools. God will hand you the tools, whoever you believe in. They hand you the tools. You have to use the tools. If you don't use the tools, I don't care what culture, what belief, anything. If you don't use the tools, you're not going to go anywhere. This is a year of incredible tools. Use them, accept them, grab them, hold on to them for dear life, and ride, because it's going to be a crazy ride. When we don't take advantage of the tools and we cling to patterns and we get stuck in fear, that is sometimes very comfortable for us because we don't like change. Many people do not like change. But this is a big year of change, and it is required if you want to see your full potential, your full success. Not saying that you wouldn't have any, but the more you're willing to use the tools that are given in this energetic year, the more you're going to grow. Could be financially, it could be in your career. And yes, in my world, those are 2 different things. It could be in your personal life. It could be all of your areas. It could be in your health. This is a year of growth in all aspects. It's not just one. That's why it's very important, now that we've shed the stuff, we take advantage of getting all the new stuff and growing and becoming successful. The energy is there. You just have to meet it at least halfway to hook onto it and just ride this year of the horse into the energy and the success that's awaiting you. Now, I know back in January, I said, don't make resolutions, don't do anything like that. And I'm still saying that. Some people make resolutions at the Lunar New Year. I don't. But January was definitely the month of rest. We were still in hibernation. We still needed to rest and recharge. Beginning of the Lunar New Year is when we should start planning, really researching what are some goals we would like to do this year. Are they feasible? What would I have to do? What would this, start looking into them more, making plans. As we get closer to the spring equinox is when we would start really putting our resolutions and goals into solid form. So right now, in my world, I'm just planning. I'm looking at things that I want to accomplish in the next few years. And I'm saying, okay, to get to that, I'd have to do this. And to get to this area, I'd have to do that. And from that, I will choose my resolutions. This is the time of planning. So you got another couple of weeks before you have to hardcore decide what you want to do for the year. But coming into a year of a horse, it's gonna be so quick and so fast that planning now is really essential. So technically, January is still in the winter. The Lunar New Year is the time where you start waking up. Think about it in terms of when you wake up in the morning and you stretch and you kind of roll around and get your bearings before you get out of bed for the day. That's what we're doing right now. We're stretching. We're getting our bearings for this new year. We're starting to wake up and come back alive. And so, yeah, this is a great time to start the planning. So, this is a short little podcast, but this year is going to be a wild ride. Growth is available. Success is available. And I know I keep harping on that, but this is the year to grab the bull by the horns and go with it, even though it's not the year of the cow, but go with it because there is so much potential. And I'm sure many people are feeling it. You're probably sitting there saying, yeah, it feels almost hyper or super intense and it's almost overwhelming. Take a breath, take a minute, go slow, but ride that wave. And know that this year and the challenges and the growth will look different for everyone. Just because one person will find success in his career doesn't mean another person isn't going to find their growth in their ability to work with other people or create a family or travel or do a research project that they'd been wanting to do and they finally have the time. No two people will grow in the same way, but they will grow if they take the opportunity to do it. So this year is a year for bold, honest movement. Don't stop being honest with yourself just because the year of snake's gone. I know that was the year of honesty, but continue being honest with yourself and how you want your success to look. Don't go into it blindly. Start thinking about it now. So some of the takeaways. We live in a world that's constantly trying to control timing, control outcomes, control growth, forcing things before they're actually ready, or staying frozen in time, afraid to move, or doing things almost too impulsively without having all the facts. But the fire horse reminds us that life moves in seasons for a reason. There is a time to rest and there is a time to run. This is a time to run and to gain that knowledge and that intensity and that energy for what is next. This year isn't about becoming something new. It's about finally becoming who you are and who you want to move toward as growth. Not a new you, just a better you. So my invitation to you is simple. Loosen up your grip on what is comfortable. Open yourself to what is possible and see what happens when you stop resisting the momentum and start riding it. So, if this year is about movement and growth, what part of your life is finally moving forward? You know, that's what you really have to think about. What part of your life is ready to finally move forward? What are you finally letting go of and ready to move forward with? So as always, if this episode made you think about the year of the horse, your own growth, transformation, any of that, please like, share, subscribe. It's how we get our message out, and it's how we keep you all learning more about mind, body, spirit connection. If you have more questions about holistic wellness, alternative health, or any kind of these kind of journeys like the Year of the Horse or astrology or anything like that, please drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, and we would love to answer them. And until next time, take care of yourself, trust your body, honor your energy, and keep choosing what brings you back to balance. Thank you.